You don't know who I am, but I'm Tony Lossano.
And I'm Amy Zanglin.
And we're from the hit show, Nude Hippo, your Chicago show.
Stay tuned. Tape with Rabbi Doug is next.
It is.
We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug on your TV tonight.
But Daddy, I want to watch Monday Night Football.
Forget about Monday Night Football. There's no other thing we're gonna watch on Monday but Rabbi Doug. Yeah, Rabbi Doug on TV tonight. We're gonna see Rabbi Doug. Oh, everybody talk about Doug.
I'm Alan Rubin, the announcer from Nude Hippo, your Chicago show. Stay tuned because Taped with Rabbi Doug is up next.
Shalom, welcome to Taped with Rabbi Doug, or is this Shalom and welcome to Nude Hippo, your Chicago show. With me today, or am I with you? I am so confused myself.
I don't know.
We are here on the set of Nude Hippo, your Chicago show, with the hosts of Nude Hippo, your Chicago show, Tony Lossano, Amy Zanglin, right here on Taped with Rabbi Doug. They're here.
Oh, thank you for coming to my show, or your show. What show is this?
Every time we do this over the years, I get so confused. I don't know whose studio we're in, and I don't know whose show we're doing. But this is so cool because you are like coming to a milestone. Here we are. We're celebrating your 9th anniversary, and it's countdown to a decade of Nude Hippo, or countdown to a decade of Hippo, as you put it.
That's right.
But because the Hippo's not always nude. Would you tell me what's going on with this show?
Sure. Well, Amy and I have been hosting a show for a decade now, and so no, Amy's my newest co-host. First of all, let's point that out.
Metamorphosis.
Yes, we're very excited about that, and we're coming up to our 9th anniversary, but we're ignoring the whole 9th anniversary thing. We're going, hey, we're almost to a decade. Let's focus on that. That's a big deal. So we're counting down the decade all year long.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Some of the old people are here. You got a lot.
We have Alan. He's the oldest one. Yeah. He's like 62. Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of new people working on the show.
Right.
Over the years, there's a lot of metamorphosis in that as well as the set. The last time I think that I was in your studio on the show, we were in the Museum of Broadcast Communications.
Yes.
What's happened to the Broadcast Communications Museum?
I believe they demolished it. I believe they leveled it down. It's gone. No, they moved. They used to be in the Chicago Cultural Center, and now they're moving to their own facilities. They should be open about time this show stops airing on your station. By the way, hi, suburbs. We're never in the suburbs. We're in Chicago, so this is a new thing, too.
So you guys are focusing in right now on the Channel 25 thing in Chicago. Chicago Channel 25.
Right, which is a City of Chicago channel. That's why we're not seeing it outside of Chicago. I know your show is in Chicago, but it's also on the suburbs.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. So you're all over the place now.
No, we're not all over yet. We're just
you are now.
Well,
right now.
Right now. And we're doing a lousy job. I'm sorry.
You're doing just fine.
Okay.
You're doing just fine. Tell me about the Museum of Broadcast Communications and their What are they doing in their new location? Are they opening up kind of the same displays they had in the old place?
Well, from what I understand, Bruce Dumont is the curator over there at the...
Your good friend Bruce?
Oh, sure, yeah. He's the curator over at the museum, and I believe he's converting the whole thing into a restaurant. No, he has 3 floors, I believe it is. One is going to be focused on like national, one's local, the TV studio, radio studio. There's Radio Hall of Fame, and I think that's opening up in the summer sometime. I could give you his number, his house number. Give him a call at home around 9 at night. Sure, he likes that.
Tell me what's going on with the old studio at the Cultural Center. What's happening there now?
Ironically, where we used to do a show for 2 years, Amy and I did. 2 years we did the show from the Museum of Broadcast Communications when they were at the Cultural Center, and we did it live. Don't do live TV if you have ever the chance. It's a nightmare. Well, they turned that into a cable station, ironically, Channel 25, the channel that we're on. So it's like I'm still there. I have not left. I can't leave that room.
Very cool, very cool. How about name changes? This show is called Nude Hippo, your Chicago show.
You're aware of that, right? You got the memo of that?
I just say your Chicago show. The Nude Hippo thing makes me uncomfortable.
And originally the show was known as the Big Fat Nude Hippo Show.
Right.
And I don't know if that referred to anyone or anything in particular.
No. Our cameraman has increased over the years, but we decided no. The original title, we wanted to come up with something that had something to do with nude or naked. We needed a buzzword to get the people to watch because, our show is, we don't have a budget. We don't have the billboards. We don't have the marketing. So we knew nude or naked was going to be the catchphrase. But then after that, we want the title have nothing to do with the actual show. So we came up with a bunch of different things. I heard a TV kid commercial once. They said Big Fat Hippo. I went, that's it. Put the two together. It was a Big Fat Nude Hippo show. Yeah.
And how did we become Nude Hippo, your Chicago show?
Well, apparently there was a lawsuit. No, after September 11th, and there was Arthur Anderson and Enron and all. We're a commercially driven show in Chicago. No, we are. And did you know that? Did you know that we're commercially driven? Oh, she's new. She doesn't know this stuff. And the sponsorship started drying up when they saw the Big Fat Nude Hippo show as on paper. They went, we can't sponsor that. That looks horrible. What if I get fired over that? Or something like that. So we decided to try clarify it. We couldn't lose the Nude Hippo part because that's who we are. But we went Nude Hippo, your Chicago show, so people...
You hear that? That's who you are.
That's who we are.
Try explaining that, though, every time you call. Let's cover you. Nude Hippo,
Well, get them to read the Sun. Get them to read the Sun-Times because you guys are in there all the time.
That's because I grab them and write in myself on the page 2. Yeah.
All right. So tell me about who are your favorite guests you think you've ever had on this show? Because we have shared guests, and you've introduced me to so many people who have been on my show, and even new people coming. I mean, just to go back, I think the first guest of yours that I met in the the studio with you who came on my show was Tristan. And I still talk to her now and then, and she's going to come back and sing again.
Is she still 16?
She's not anymore. It's unbelievable. She's an adult.
Oh, wow. Well, I only remember her. Alan, you remember her?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She was 15 at the time.
Yeah,
15,
she was. She had a marvelous voice.
And she still does.
Yes, I would hope so. But no, the guest that really stands out is the one we had in this studio. And Pat, by the way, we haven't introduced Pat. Pat is my co-host sidekick, psycho friend. Hi, Pat.
How you doing?
Gallagher was a guest on our show, and the reason why it stood out because Pat has spent a day with Gallagher. You want to tell that story real quick?
I had to drive Gallagher around town and listen to him complain about how Chicago hated him because his humor wasn't sophisticated enough, believe it or not. They didn't get the watermelon smashing, so
I enjoy the fact that there was a point when he was in your car and he started bringing out videos going, I did this one for Showtime. They don't care that I sell it because they're not making money off of it anymore, so I sell. And he's pulling all these videos out and just showing them to Pat. And it's like, it's insane.
He was like one of those guys that sells fake gold watches. He was trying to get me to buy a video from him while I'm driving.
Chris, would you run in the back room and give me a big picture of Gallagher? I got to show this. Would you go grab that real quick? Thanks. Chris, my personal driver. Gallagher was an insane guest, and then he came on the show here, and he kept on wandering around behind the scenes before we started taping. But once we started taping, he was just nuts. At some point, he ripped off his shirt. He clamped on a microphone to his nipple. Here, look at this. Let me get up so I know he doesn't want to appear on camera because of his weight. Look at this picture. Look at it. This is Gallagher here putting on a microphone on his nipple. Here am I, and there's Amy. Right? Oh, wait. There's Amy. Way over there. All right.
Amy?
Yes.
No, that's my soul sister, Bridget.
Your hair changed.
Yeah. So I would say
We appeared on that show together,
Yes,
Bridget and I.
yeah,
We put on some of Gallagher's underwear. Why not?
Well, there's something to think about.
Yeah, definitely. Can you picture this?
I just want a soundbite of that. Gallagher, I think, was the one that stood out. Not my favorite, just the one that stands out. There's been lots. Ron Majors, Bruce Dumont, Larry Ward, Mr. Skin.
Mr. Skin's been on my show, too. Yeah.
Rick Bayless.
Rick Bayless, sure. Yeah, Anna DeVlantis, you name it. Yeah. Chicago media has drawn to our show very nicely, and we welcome them. We embrace them.
It's very exciting sometimes when we turn on Nude Hippo and we see people that we recognize from other media sources, and it's a fun thing. Yeah. Access TV, we don't use that word really, but you went from non-commercial TV to commercial TV. You went from local TV to different local TV, and in some ways it broadened your audience. In some ways it shrunk your audience. So
it's done something to the audience.
Yeah,
I know that much. They're dizzy. That's all I know.
What is the advantage for you to have gone from a non-commercial outside of you can say the names of people and brands when you're on the air?
The cash. I'm filthy loaded now. Being on the non-commercial one, we were poor as hell. Now I'm just filthy rich. I'm driving around in my BMW. I have a driver. I don't drive it. Is it a BMW or is it a Mercedes? I can't remember. All right. And Amy, how has it changed your life? You've been here for 10 years.
I mean, I don't have to work. I just do it because I like it.
Right.
But the money's just sick, so I just do it for the love.
Okay.
It's true.
Well, we're here at Taped with Rabbi Doug in the Nude Hippo studios, and I'm here with Tony Lossano and Amy Zanglin, and we're going to be right back after this.
Hi, I'm David Cavalunas.
I'm Nick Wilgus.
We're from the band Cavis, and we want to talk to you about a very serious problem here, suicide. Every 18 minutes, somebody commits suicide. Where it is a very serious matter, there is something that you can do about it. You can get more information at the Overnight website at theovernight.org. It's THEovernight.org. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Governor Rod Blagojevich, and you're watching Taped with Rabbi Doug on Mensch.
Welcome back to Nude Hippo, your Chicago show, or is it Taped with Rabbi Doug? Oh, I'm so confused. Here's Tony and Rabbi Doug. Let them sort this out.
I'm not sure where we are either, but we're back again here. Your set here is kind of warm, and it kind of feels like the museum.
It's the lights.
It kind of feels like the Museum of Broadcast Communications set because you have all this memorabilia on the side.
Right.
What's with all the memorabilia? Where did it all come from? Can we get a shot of some of that? Can you get a shot of some of that memorabilia over here? That's
on camera.
Good luck.
I'm a Rat Pack. I collect a lot of crap, basically. Here, I'll grab some of the items. I'll grab this, and I'll grab, this is going to be a fun story. All right, here's some items. Let's go with a close-up of this. This is me as a child. It's all about Amy. Let's include Amy in the shot. Oh, wow, okay. See that? And I said that there's something, get closer. There's something absolutely wrong with my mom because she dressed me in this outfit. Look at that. I'm a little exposed, and that's how I was on the stage, and this is just wrong. It was for Wizard of Oz. I don't know what was going on with her mind. Okay, that's.
There was no such character in the Wizard of Oz, man.
This here is just a baseball that we had on the set, and every guest that came on signed it. We have Eddie Volkman, we have Lester Holt, Ben Hollis. I can't read that one.
Anybody who's not around anymore on there?
You mean passed on around?
Yeah.
Patrice Pulitzer. So basically, all of our past guests have signed this, and that was our celebrity ball. Dick Kay pointed out that he likes going to celebrity balls because he gets the best dances there. And in this is a cute little story, maybe a morbid one. I had an actor on the show. His name was Doug, ironically. It wasn't you, though.
No, it wasn't.
And he actually he wanted to be in blackface once, and I had to grab this out of his hands, and I went, we would never, ever do that. It just seemed like very wrong to do blackface in this day and time, but to him, he didn't see any problem with it. So I've kept this as a memory of how some people can be stupid. So
Amy?
Yeah, what? Me? What's going on?
How did you get into TV?
Oh, gosh.
How did you meet Tony Lossano?
Lie. Don't tell the truth. The truth is not that exciting. Come up with some fabulous story. Talk about how you...
Honestly, what seriously happened was, my ex-boyfriend, his girlfriend was doing Wild Chicago. And I was like, whatever. They flew her in from LA to do it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I approached the producer and I was like, you need a local girl to do Wild Chicago. So, long story short, Wild Chicago and Nude Hippo crossed past, and they kind of covered the same event. So they interviewed her, and she interviewed them, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like what's going on here today. And so I saw
I've
her.
been looking for a new co-host.
Taped with Rabbi Doug and Amy.
Yeah, Stephanie's been gone for a long time. So. Actually, your hair's the same color as Stephanie's was. Oh.
Dirty blonde.
And
I like it.
And to tell you something, Stephanie actually sent in a request to be co-host here once. Yeah.
There you go.
We almost had Stephanie here.
So I saw her on the website, and then I was like, well, what's this? And then I found it, and then boom, there we go.
Boom, boom, boom. And how do you like that right when Julie's out of town?
Yeah.
What's going on with Julie Esterline?
Julie Esterline, for your viewers who have no clue what you're talking about, is my lovely wife. And she has left me. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
just
a sore
thought I
topic
would.
one bit. She's going away to school. We did a whole for Welsh show for her.
I remember
and
it.
Yeah, and she's going to Smith College. So drop her a line, give her a call. She'll love it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
She's becoming a teacher.
She is.
Yes.
She is. And then when she comes back,
Oh, she ain't coming back.
that's cool. Okay.
No, she'll be a segment
effort.
producer here.
Team
So
effort.
yeah.
We're sure about that. All right. So we're gonna take a look at a few old clips from Nude Hippo, and this should be interesting to our audience.
Do you want me to set it up? Or
Please
do.
do.
You want to
That's.
set it
I wanted to ask you what we're gonna see.
up? Do you want to set up your Lighthouse one? I think that's a fabulous one.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're going to look at Chicago Lighthouse. It's a really cool organization that provides all the clocks for all the government agencies, and they're employed by legally blind people. And so they're the ones making all the clocks, and it's a great organization.
Who we also employ as our camera people.
Amy Zanglin. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Amy with Nude Hippo, your Chicago show, and I'm here at the Chicago Lighthouse. We're going to check out how clocks are made, and more importantly, we're going to check out the special people who make them. All right, now I'm talking to Jean-Claude Kepler, the director of Chicago Lighthouse, and he's going to give us a little bit of the background and the history.
First, the Chicago Lighthouse did some light assembly work and packaging for local firms and provided services for people who are blind. And this evolved through many, many years. And in 1977 is when we got our first government contract. And we've grown through the years to the point we've produced over 3.4 million clocks so far.
All right, now I'm talking to John Cheney, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the mission of Chicago Lighthouse.
Well, the mission of the Chicago Lighthouse is to provide employment for people who are blind or visually impaired along with other disabilities, and to provide great products to the business community to create continual demand, which will create, in turn, continual employment for our people. We have a staff that's prepared to give the customer what they want.
Welcome back to Taped with Rabbi Doug. Here's Doug.
Hey.
Don't get used to him. Don't get used to him.
Yeah, Alan.
Yes.
I'm looking for an announcer.
I'm available if you can beat my salary here.
All right. Well, that's not going to be too hard.
Throw some change
I've been
at
asking
him.
for a raise for 8 years now. Oh, no, I've been asking for a salary for 8 years now.
We're working on it.
It was different.
All right. Oh, that was cool. So now, as we look at the history and the time go by, and we see all these changes and new things, such as this beautiful woman to my right who is now co-hosting with you. She has TV written all over her. What are your plans for the future? An expansion.
My first plan is to learn how to pronounce her last name. As we discovered earlier, right before this taping, Amy and I have actually not even taped a show yet together. I mean, we've done some things in the past and all that on the other versions when my co-host was sick or lost. But her and I have not actually sat together and actually have done this show yet. And so this is the first time we're together here. We're doing a fabulous job, I hope.
It's going great.
Yeah. But I also learned that I can't say her last name, so I got to work on that.
Zanglin.
Zanglin.
I think I need a co-host that
Zanglin.
knows how to say my name.
Zanglin.
All right.
Zanglin.
I'm pulling you down to my studio.
That's my big plans. That's what I'm working on. That
right.
and counting the paychecks that come in from the show.
How about a clip with you in it now?
All right.
What are you going to set us up for now to see?
This was the first time I was nude on air. I mean, this is fabulous. What? No? Oh. Okay. This is actually when I did this segment with a woman who we call Hollywood for government reasons. It's Hollywood and the Whiz Kid, and we went out and I believe this is the ballet. No, belly dancing. We did some belly dancing. Check this
Ballet
out.
and belly are close.
Yeah, belly dancing. You enjoy. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I am just in my zone. Let's just go shake it, honey, and do it. Let's just do it.
We're Hollywood and the Whiz Kids, and we're about to do, what, belly dancing?
Belly dancing, the alternative to fitness.
Who's behind us in the door? Who are we going to see?
Jalal.
Well, let's go.
All right.
Come on, let's go. We're ready. She just did something with her hands. And back to this again. How do you get me into doing these things?
Oh, that's great. I like it.
All right, tell me what we just did here.
This is called, the music is called Ayaleel, and the Yaleel is the night. And you dance in the night because that's when it's cool. That's when the sun goes down.
I'm sweating. Oh, this is so sexy, honey. Come on, do the grind.
I'm trying to do, oh, yeah.
Oh, it's great for the back. Wait, it stretches
I don't know if I like hearing you saying do the grind. How do you all do this? And how long have you been doing this here?
Many moons, over 25 years.
Yes.
I am a senior and I promote belly dancing as a lifelong fitness alternative. My youngest student is 10, my oldest student is 83.
Thank you so much. We are so grateful and indebted to you.
Thank you so much for coming and putting us on your fantastic show.
Once again, with his guest from Nude Hippo, your Chicago show, here's Rabbi Doug.
Hey, we're back again, and I'm here with Tony Lossano, with Amy Zanglin, and Amy, what do you do besides host this show?
I also do actually creative recruiting. During the day, I help people get, artists get jobs.
She gives out cigarettes to little kids.
Basically.
Where did you go to school?
University of Dayton.
See, we have to find out all about Amy here as we bring her into the realms of hosting TV shows. How'd you end up in Dayton, Ohio?
Wow. My dad gave me 3 choices for colleges, and I had St. Mary's, St. Joseph's, or Dayton.
And there you go.
Dayton was the party school, so I went to Dayton.
All right. And you have now turned Nude Hippo into the party show.
Yeah.
What are you doing besides this, Tony?
Well,
tell us about your morning gig and.
I help out over at WLIT. There's a little radio show there, Melissa Foreman and them. I've done that for years, off and on.
You still do their website too?
No.
Don't do that anymore. You used to do that though.
No, yeah. Good job. I apologize for what it looks like now. And I am also like a marketing manager at some toy store somewhere. Yeah. Other than that, I do this thing once in a while, this show thing.
How much time are you devoting to the show during the week? Now,
honestly,
let me go.
Compared to what I used to do?
Yeah, compared to. I want to tell people about the past. Now, I have known Tony Lossano for 8 or 9 years now, and he used to literally. The unemployed Tony Lossano
lived out of the car
and devoted
had one outfit
probably about 12 hours a day to pre-preparation and pre-production for the TV show. And I don't know how he ever got it together, but it went on the air, and then it went off the air because.
We never left the airwaves. We went into reruns.
Went into reruns, but new shows weren't being produced in the meantime. And
we were doing a few more episodes than Friends every year with less the budget. So at some point we went, ooh, we need a break because we were doing every freaking week. And it was live back then. We did it live every week. And the whole crew just went, we need to take a little vacation. So we did that. But the show stayed on the air.
You've got a little bit of a different type of crew now. But how much time are you actually devoting? Let's say, per day?
Well, with the wife gone, and now I have a houseboy in the house that helps with the cleaning at the house, and then I have a driver. So some of my duties are taken care of at home. I literally, from Monday night to Thursday night, I spent on the show. That time span. And
so your nights are devoted?
Well, no, I mean from Monday night, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday, all day Thursday to Thursday night.
Even while you're at your other jobs?
No, I'm not at the other jobs. I'm only at Hippo here.
Oh, really? So Monday through Thursday. So you're only working the other jobs part-time?
The morning thing is only a few hours. That takes up a lunch break.
Wow.
You go in and at 5 a.m., you're done at 9.
That's amazing because you are still spending your day and night on this show.
Yeah, and there's something wrong with me.
It's getting on the air every week, so that's
we can't really say that.
Almost every week.
Yeah.
Do you have any special guests coming up?
Yeah.
Like if we're tuned into Channel 25, or we've already tuned into Channel 25 and seen them, who were they?
well, if you live in the city of Chicago and you're at TV Thursday night at 7, you possibly could see the fabulous Terry O'Brien from WLS Radio. She's a crazy conservative nut that has been with our show forever. She's a close friend, and we may not see eye to eye on topics, but she's a hoot to come on the show. Radio. We just did a thing with Rokon and Gary. Well, what do we do? Rokon and Bill Leff. Yeah, got that one.
We're slipping again.
Yeah.
Actually, hey, there's a couple of guys who I had on my show in your studio.
Yes.
Gary. Gary.
Yeah,
Gary.
I remember that.
Yeah.
They had you escorted from the building, but that was fun.
Back in the Wendy and Bill days. That's when Bill was with Wendy.
Yes.
Snyder then.
Yes. Steve Baskerville is up in the lineup. We don't just focus the media. We cover what's great people, fun locations, cool events that's happening.
Well, I think some of the great stuff like we saw today, just examples.
It's
and stuff.
Exactly. That's what we're all about. We're a mixture.
On location.
Yeah.
But I miss Julie's on the street stuff. I got to tell you, that's really. We can't wait till she comes back to town.
Until the court orders passes, we really can't talk about her street walking right now. So.
All right. You guys.
Most of this will be bleeped, by the way.
You guys are just moving along with the show, and I want to wish you a lot of success with everything you're doing. Amy, do you have any hopes in being with Nude Hippo? Is there somebody you want to meet, something you want to do? Here you are now, instead of being out on the street with a microphone, you're sitting here in a studio watching this guy make a fool of himself. What are you going to do?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I can't even. It's too much. It's too much to take in. I can't.
We've been talking. We don't even know what we're going to do on our first show yet. I know she has a story that she's been dying to tell me. It involves puking, but we don't even know what we're going to do yet. We're working things out.
Where's the baseball hat? I know everyone who's watching my show wants to know where's the baseball hat, because they've never seen Tony Lossano without a baseball hat.
Yeah, obviously I haven't been watching the show for the last 3 years. I haven't worn the cap.
I said on my show. On my show.
Yeah. Well. I've stopped wearing the cap around 2002. Yeah, outside I do, but in the show, I dressed it up.
Because you turned 30? Is that why? Is that why, for real?
No.
Looks like you just took the baseball cap off.
The hat hair? Yeah, thank you, Patty. You remember Patty, of course. Yeah.
All right. So, you want to tell us about the studio? Because we don't know anything about the studio here.
Ironically, it used to be the old Hershey factory back in many, many years ago.
Hershey chocolate.
Hershey chocolate, yes. Not the Hershey lunch meat, the Hershey chocolate. And this is actually where the old Henry bar was created, developed, and named. And ironically, it's always been my favorite candy bar. And it became a lot of different things, and now it's our little Studio B. It's our TV studio. And we've been here since 2002.
This is very cool.
Yeah.
It's a great studio because you have a lot of color and a lot of set space, so you can pretty much do all stuff. How's Nick? Tell us how Nick is. What's up with Nick? Is he still dancing? What's up with Nick?
He's up to 440. He's doing really well. For you viewers who may not know who Nick is a big guy who dances in a tutu. He gets a lot of exposure for that. But he's a brilliant man.
Fish. You forgot he swallows goldfish.
Yes.
No, he does not.
Yes, he swallows goldfish.
Nick.
Yeah. Well, I think he's up to puppies now, but I don't want to talk about that just quite right here. This is not the place. But no, he's a funny little man. He's a funny little man. He's one of the funniest people that've been on the show. Yeah.
Well, I want to wish you guys so much success. If you're watching Channel 25 in Chicago, 7 o'clock p.m. Thursday nights, it's Nude Hippo, your Chicago show. If you go to our website, which is tvrabbi.com, you will find the link to find out more about Nude Hippo, your Chicago show. Email us at info@tvrabbi.com. Say goodbye, Alan.
Goodbye, Alan. We'll see you on the Nude Hippo show.
All right. There he is. All right. Thanks for being with us. We hope to see you next time on Taped with Rabbi Doug. Goodbye, Tony Lossano. Goodbye, Amy Zanglin. Goodbye, Nude Hippo set.
This has become
Shalom, everybody.
This has been a Taped with Rabbi Doug production.